Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, Ron's Keto Cafe, and I'm Ron. Well, if you're new, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please share, like, and smash that subscribe button? It definitely helps the channel grow. And as always, before I start, I'm not a doctor, don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal journey and doing my own personal research. Well, welcome to week 179, and I just wanted to say thank you for coming along, and thank you for all you new subscribers. Well, we finally hit 1,200 subscribers, and I can't thank you all enough, and I hope you enjoy my videos, my older ones and the new ones I put up from time to time, like today. Well, today is week 179 weight loss results. So I'm going to let you know how the week went by the weight numbers, and I wrote them all down. I write them all down into a daily planner, and I put 3 positive quotes up every day in it, and what I'm thankful for. Like today, I'm thankful for that I got to see another day. I got to spend another day with my wife and my cat, and I have a roof over my head, and we could go on and on and on, and many things to be thankful for. So I started the week off at 248.8, and then I went up to 251.9, and then I went down to 249.7, then I went back up to 250.4, and then I went up again to 51.4, then I went down to 251, and then I went up, which is yesterday, or today rather, 252.6. So I gained 3.8 pounds for the week, but for the month I ended up losing 6 pounds still. Now remember, the goal for the month is 2, 4, 6, 8. I'd like to lose around 8 pounds for the month, and I'd be happy with that. So we're right on track with that, because we still got a couple of more weeks to go for the month. And speaking of the month, Tuesday, please keep me in your prayers, because we're going to have hip surgery on Tuesday, total hip replacement on my left hip. I had the right one done a couple of years ago, and it has been fine. Every now and then I can still feel it a little bit, but you know what? It's never your body when you replace parts, and then they're never ever going to be 100%. But you can get it pretty close, and if you rehab it, listen to what they tell you what to do. You should be fine. Now, my only concern is the co-payments. I went on my phone yesterday, sent me a text message to do the pre-register, and I got as far as the co-pay. And the co-payment's another $250. I mean, that's effing expensive. I just spent $700 in co-payments last month with my wife, and between her infusion shots and the cataract surgery. So, and when you're on retirement, that's over 1/3 of my money, And so I've been very, very blessed that she's been hitting a little bit at bingo this month to help us out, but had enough in for that. I don't know what I'm going to do. So, I told my wife, I says, hey, look, I got to get the hip out no matter what. If they can't work out a payment plan on me and the co-payment, then I'm just going to have to max out your credit card, because I need to have it done. So let me know in the show more whether or not you fall into that category, because it sucks. I mean, you pay insurance. Like, I'm 67. My wife is in her 70s. And we've been paying insurance in all our life. You finally get to a point where you could be fully retired, and you still got to pay into the system with an additional insurance, like a supplemental insurance, like daughter and I have Massachusetts Blue Cross and Blue Shield, but whether or not you have Tufts Insurance or Harvard Pilgrim or AARP or that type of insurance deal, it's really, really hard on the damn co-payments. And then if you want to eliminate the co-payments, you're going to be paying $200 or $300 more a month for insurance. I can't afford that. So my opinion about all that is, once you hit retirement age, I'm not saying it's disability, if you qualify for an early age of disability because you had something that you had to, you can't work anymore, obviously, right? Medical co-payments ought to be waived, and that's plain and simple, period. And let me know in the show more if you agree. Just say agree with you, Ron, okay? And that, it'll make me feel good. But we don't qualify for the extra aid, so I can't get the extra help. I can't get the better insurance because I'm not homeless. That's what I was telling you about all the illegals coming into the country, getting all this stuff for nothing. And what's wrong with that picture? I've been working all my life, and they get hand over fist. Well, I can tell you what's going on, but that'll be for another day when I can actually start talking about the truth. But so it's going really good with that. The weight loss, like I said, we're on track to lose about 8 pounds for this month, and that's what the goal is. And so anyways, I was finally able to get a walker. I went down to my friend Linda's house. I met her Friday at the Main Street Cafe. We had a coffee together, and I bought her a nice muffin. I didn't have any muffins that day or anything because I'm trying to lay off of the coffee stuff. And she gracious enough to brought the walker. And I probably used it for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then I feel as if I don't need it no more. But that really helped me to rehab the last hip because I was able to go walking with it. And it had the basket, so I could sit on the basket if I needed to rest, or I could put my water or my coffee in the basket and just do that. And then what I like about it there, with my little clamp there, I can set up my mobile camera on there, so when I'm walking, I can just put it in, show you from that point when I'm walking and stuff like that. As long as I can walk on the sidewalks, I'll walk. Otherwise, I'll walk on the side of the street and be careful. And even if it's cold outside, I'll just dress for it as long as it's not icy. I'm not obviously one go outside in the ice, with a brand new hip. Remember, I'm gonna be twinsies with 2 hips. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to the hip surgery. Now, what's been a godsend there, like Friday night there, I did the charity Friday night, and I got home from bingo, and I was so tired. Well, not really tired, but I was in so much incredible pain up and down my left hip area. It was right up to my spine and my lower back area. And I was crying when I went to bed that night. I was trying to lie on my sides, both sides. I couldn't even move left or right. I tried to lie on my stomach. I couldn't even get on my stomach. And then I just ended up sliding from my stomach back to the floor. And then I turned myself around and I laid flat on the bed until I fell asleep crying Friday night. That's how much pain I was in. And then Saturday, Donna and I did an early morning grocery order at Market Basket. I came home and I was pressed. I wasn't really pressed for time, but I kind of had a blow-off day Saturday. I ended up eating some of the Purdue chicken strips, the regular bready kind, and some stuffing, and that's what caused me to have a 1.5 pound weight gain over the course of the night. So that's exactly another reason why I'm writing down my weights every day. I wasn't doing that before, and I wasn't really being conscious to where I should be with the weight. So now that I know that, then I can do another beef and butter fast before the end of the month. I'd like to do another egg fast. Probably I'm gonna do another egg fast just before the last week of the month. But I went down to Market Basket yesterday and I bought some really good. I actually bought 3 pounds of bacon because it was on sale. I can remember paying $2 a pound for bacon, and we thought that was expensive. Now I seen it. Some brands have been going for over $10 a pound. I got these for $5.99 a pound. Yeah, but they had the black label kind was $6.99, and the Market Basket brand was $5.99. And I get the Market Basket brand. It's not organic, but you can't get what you can afford, and that would be my best advice to you. And then I ended up getting, I loaded up on some steak and some ground beef, and so what we got going on today and tomorrow, because I'm going to prep my body for surgery, they gave me some of this stuff here. I think I was supposed to start using it today, but I'm going to research it, and it sterilizes the area where they're going to be cutting you open. So I got 2 of these. I got to use them all up on my left side, and then the other stuff I got to take the morning of the surgery. And my sister's still planning on bringing me down, I hope. If not, I'll have to scrounge around for a ride. She could just drop me off and let me go. She doesn't have, it's just a, hello and goodbye type deal. And then when I'm ready to be picked up, I'll call her up. But I probably won't know till later today or tomorrow sometime what time they want me there. But if they don't hear from me today, I'll be calling them up. I'll wait till around noontime tomorrow, and I'll give them a call and say, hey, what time am I supposed to be down there tomorrow? I don't want to have my sister drop me off at 8 o'clock in the morning. If my surgery's going to be at 4 in the afternoon, I don't want to sit there the whole day and all night without nothing to eat. So that's I'm pretty sure they usually do it early in the morning, because I can remember when I had my other one done. I was there my cousin dropped me off at 6 in the morning, and they did the surgery by 8, and I was pretty much prepped and prepared by 8:30, and I talked to my surgeon, and the next thing I know, they gave me that stuff to knock me out, and when I woke up, I said, when are you going to do the surgery? He said, it's all done. And I didn't feel anything, really. I was fine, and I was so happy to have that done. I was just really scared because I went up to Boston. You're in a big city, you're by yourself, and it was scary. But, being in Worcester, I'm familiar with that area, and I feel very confident in this doctor. He's a good doctor. He's a good surgeon. That God gave him the gift to, get people better. And that's the goal. Just as long as we have no complications, I'll be fine. So just please, 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 please keep me in your prayers. Now, Tuesday night when I'm kind of like more coherent, when I starts clearing up from the anesthesia and everything, I'll probably go on really quick and do a YouTube and a Facebook Live just to let you know how I feel and stuff like that. I do have false teeth, though. I'll put them back in my mouth there. Hopefully, when after I wake up, because they're gonna have me take them out of the day of the surgery. I did the same thing when I was in the Boston hospital, and then I'll get whatever I can get for a hospital meal, even if it's not low carb. It's not a big deal. It's just for one day, anyways. And then when I get back, so I'm planning on prepping some meals today and tomorrow. Today, Donna, which is Sunday, Donna and I are going to be going down to Longhorns. I'm going to celebrate a birthday a week early because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of the house. If there's going to be a snowstorm or something like that. So today's a nice day. We're going to go down to Longhorns and use up the gift card that my sister gave us for Christmas. And I'll keep it simple to low carbs. And and then we should be fine with that. And Friday night at bingo there. So Donna won a little bit of money Friday night at bingo there. There was 200 people. She had 205. She had a really good crowd, and we came up almost perfect. We were $1 off on the charity tickets Friday night, which is good because the state was doing the state audit. And so Donna won the first cup roll. She ended up, it was $400 something, so she ended up with 186 because there was 2 winners, and that was the first time she's won anything at that bingo in a long time. So she's had a pretty good month there. She won $1,500 a couple of weeks ago there, and she won 186. And so I gave her a little bit, and I took the rest of it for the groceries, and then and that $1,500 that she won, I used that to pay off all bills. I paid off all the credit card bills over the holidays, But and that's typically what I do when if I get a little bit of a bonus, since I call it a bonus. If we happen to win, I'll pay a bill with it. But it just really bites, guys. It's kind of like it's not really fair in some ways when you're paying insurance all your life and you still got to pay. You still got to pay co-payments. So I did. I opened up the box that had the 5-piece stainless steel cutter set. I put that. I'll put the link in the show more somewhere over here, so you can take a look at that video. It's only about a 10-minute video, but it's really got a nice set. I got it on Amazon for under $20. It's essential thing. It's an essential tool to be using for cooking. It's like a biscuit cutter, and it's got a cookie cutter in there, and a nice like when you put butter on over a dough, you use a thing over there. And I don't know what that particular instrument's called. You can even let me know in the show more if you know. But it's got a nice rubber mat with it, and I got some other kitchen tools that I've been buying. And so I plan on prepping a few meals out for the upcoming surgery. So when I come home, I just got to heat them up when I'm hungry. I'm going to be making a beef pot pie. But I'm definitely going to be going live Monday to cook that. Probably in the afternoon. I'm thinking about 1 o'clock. Well, Donna wants to go shopping Monday morning there because it'll be the last time I can take her out for a little while. She can drive, but she's still having with judging with her eyes and everything. I feel comfortable if I'm driving. And so we're gonna do the live. I'll do like a thumbnail live, let you know what time we're gonna be going live. But maybe I'll do a post, and then I'll just go live at that particular time. But we're gonna make the pot pie, the beef pot pie. I bought a piece of T-bone steak. We're gonna cut the meat off of it. We're gonna put it in small little chunks. We're gonna do it in the Dutch oven. We're gonna make it exactly the same way we did the chicken pot pie, except it'll be beef. And then I'm gonna do a nice stir fry and prepare a meal for you for low carb weight loss. So that's what we got going on this week. So be watching for those lives, and continue to keep me in your thoughts and prayers. And again, I can't thank you all, the new subscribers that recently came along to the journey. Remember, this is a journey. We're taking one day at a time, and slow progress is better than no progress, just like the thumbnail. Some weeks I've had bad weeks, and some weeks I had bad weeks, and some weeks I had really bad weeks, but I never given up, and nor do I ever plan on giving up. And again, it's just funny because at the end of the month there, when I get my final weight total for the entire month, it's kind of like a graph chart, every day when you kind of like stock market with your weight and how it can go up and how it can go down. This is why I can't stress this enough, especially if you're a newbie to weight loss, to record your weight every day to know what might be causing your spike and go back to thinking what you had to be before. And if you're really savvy on writing down stuff, write down on a piece of paper, or in a Word doc what you ate, and keep track of your food through Carb Manager or MyFitnessPal, and I'm sure there's a few more, so that you can take over control over your body. Don't let the food take over control over your body, and you'll have a successful weight loss journey. The only thing that's kind of like slowing down my progress right now, losing more weight, or like when I had that weight gain from yesterday to Friday, is because I haven't been able to get out there and do that much walking right now. Because if I walk more than what I can walk, I'm in so much pain. I'm in traction all day long on the heating pad. So like again, when I'm healed enough to where I don't need the walker anymore, I'm not going to use any more excuse. So I'm slowly getting myself back on track, but it's just taking time. I plan on walking 3 to 4 miles a day. My goal would be to walk 2 miles in the morning, 2 miles in the afternoon, and again 2 miles in the early evening, and to have a successful weight activity for that whole month. At least 1 month, I would like to get 100 miles in that month. That would be so awesome. I missed it by 15 miles 1 month there. We had nothing but rain for the last week of that month there, and I should have just sucked it up and gone out there anyways, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse anymore. If it rains, I'm going to put on my rain gear, and if it snows, I don't know about the snow, but we'll see what happens. But winter months, and I can still get out there and get some exercise best I can, and continue on to encourage you guys to get out there and inspire you like you have inspired me. So without be that said, again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. In case anybody hasn't told you this lately, you are amazing, and I love you guys. Have a great day and have a great week. Don't forget to come into that live Monday, and have a great